33 Jacksonville area locations by logging on at jacksnapaautocare.group.com. David Garrard, Mondays on Jaguars Today, brought to you by Napa Auto Care Centers.
Hey, it's Tony from Tony D's Pizza. If you love our pizza and pasta dishes, let us cater an event for you. Family function or office parties, we can deliver you an amazing Italian meal. Remember, it's not just pizza at Tony D's. Bay Meadows in 295.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. There's comfort in having real-time financial solutions you can trust. When it comes to your money, count on First Florida Credit Union. When value counts, rely on First Florida for rates and rewards that give you the freedom to enjoy more of what you want. When service counts, depend on First Florida for the conveniences you expect and the personal connection you deserve. First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Injured in a car accident? We cap attorney's fees at 30% of the first $1 million. Any recovery above that is all yours. No recovery, no fees or costs. If another lawyer wants more, Lawyer Up 904. For accidents, injuries, and more, Lawyer Up 904. Jacksonville.
I'm Hayes Carline. I'm not a lawyer, but I play one on radio. Listen to my closing argument presented by the personal injury law firm of Harrell & Harrell weekdays on The Frangie Show. It's like Matlock, but meaner and about football.
Hey Jaguars fans, are you tired of being late to the game because you're stuck in traffic or circling the lot looking for a place to park? Well, join the thousands of other Jags fans who already know the smartest way to get to TIAA Bank Field is on the JTA Game Day Express. Shuttles run from 4 convenient locations around Jacksonville, including the Kings Avenue parking garage on the South Bank. Tickets start at just $10 and are available exclusively on the Token Transit mobile app. The JTA Game Day Express. It's like winning before the game even starts.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Mom. Looking for a great way for your kids to enjoy sports? Check out I-9 Sports, the way youth sports should be, offering flag football, basketball, soccer, and t-ball in Duval, St. Johns, and Clay County. You can play year-round, fall, winter, spring, and summer seasons with co-ed programs ages 3 to 17. Enter promo code 1010XL to receive $5 off registration. All the details are at i9sports.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Let's go into the night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Vote, 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 vote. Your vote counts. Exercise your right to vote. If you don't know who you want to vote for, look up your favorite celebrity on Twitter and vote what they vote. Just cast away. Get it in. Yeah, there's going to be some hate tonight. There's going to be some hate tomorrow. That's why we love sports. We divert. Okay, we get away from it. We try to have a little bit of fun here. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on these players and on these coaches and on these talk show hosts to produce ratings. Okay, but we do whatever we can to get away from the filth and the venom that goes in politically speaking. Yeah, we're not going to touch that tonight. But I was thinking about a couple of things that maybe we could throw out there. As you know, on Tuesday night, we do it late night. We do. And I was thinking today, maybe we could do a little bit of a segment, JJ, and we could call it, Are the Bosses Listening? Because what I want to fire up here is a nice punch cigar that I have. And I figured if I fired it up right here in the studio, the smoke would probably linger. And you know the morning show, and you know, and certainly Jaguars, so there'd be a lot of complaints coming in. But would they know for sure that it's us? It could be helmets
filmed on YouTube right now. We are live, so probably
it could be helmets and heels. Okay, it could be us. It could be Hacker After Darks. And I said, nah, you know, if any of that came up, it would be unanimous. Ballou, the fingers would point at you, or the finger would point at you. So I said, I can't do that. Can't do that. What else can I do on a Tuesday night to try to get the listeners involved? And you're always involved on this night, especially first of all, you're always involved during this show. It doesn't matter what time we're on, whether it's tonight 8 to 10, tomorrow night 6 to 8, Thursday night 6 to 8, Friday 3 to 6, okay? You find us, you react, you're very transparent, particularly on the text line brought to you by Lifetime Enclosures. That number is 641-1010, and on Twitter at Ballou1010XL. But I was thinking about it tonight with everything that's going on, and unfortunately, I think we have learned that with social media, there's so much hate. And, people my age and people older than me have always been, well, back when we were doing this and back when, we were teenagers and when we were growing up. And it always seems like it was a tougher generation previously, in that things were done in such a different way. And it's really truthful. That is a truthful statement, and I don't care which way you look at it. The one thing that I really think has hurt a lot of people in our country, and I guess for the world now, is anyone at any time can say something directly to you in a very negative way. And let's say, back in the day you were getting bullied. Okay, let's say you were getting picked on in junior high. Well, when that day came to an end on a Friday, you went home, and regardless of what the set of circumstances are, I don't know, maybe you played athletics, maybe you were a Boy Scout, I don't know. But when you went away on Friday, that went away. Unless they had to pick up the phone and call you at your house. And, it would get picked up again on that Monday. But now you've got people where you can never get away because you choose your outlet on social media. And I know that friending someone is very important. Unfriending, not at our age, but I'm talking about the developing years. And I think it's really a shame that mental health is so bad, and we're trying to figure out ways to improve it, yet social media can just crush you during those years in which you are developing. And again, I'm not saying this about adults here. I'm saying it about youngsters, all right, in grade school and in your early years as a teenager. I really feel for those type of people. And we're never going to be able to get away from it. It's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get worse. I know there are some out there that don't want their daughter or their son or whatever it is to be involved in social media for all those reasons. But, we see it in what we do and what we cover as well. We're so quick to fire. We're so quick to say he sucks. We're so quick to have such a dramatic stance on a couple of 3-and-outs, or, I can't believe this closer came in and allowed a home run, or this guy's missed 3 consecutive 3-point shots. And it's always been that way with fandom. But you yelled it, and it went away. And now it never goes away. And one of the things I've always admired about fans is no one's going to remember what you say. You can delete your tweet, or you can, I don't know, whatever else it is that how you get your point across. It's different today than it used to be. There are a lot of really tough people on the keyboard that can't wait to see you fail. And, I like winners and I like losers when it comes to things that I really care about. But it is alarming to me. It is scary to me to really see how much hatred there is that's going on right now. And I just wanted to make that point. So what I was thinking about doing tonight is I'm not going to try to make you a better person. I can't do that. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk about the Jaguars. I'm here to talk about, college football and the latest poll, the second installment that came out a couple of moments ago. But I thought that what I could do is include you. Have a little bit of fun with this tonight, okay? We're not talking about something that is so incredibly overbearing where you're going to change your complete thought on a subject or on a topic, but how about just a little bit of advice that we throw out tonight that can make you a better human being? What do you think, JJ?
I desperately need that advice.
I got one right here.
I'm like the number one hater in the world.
You hate for fun. You got a little bit of me in you where you can hate with a smile on your face.
Yeah, I'm a hater, but I guess I do it in a more fun way.
I do as well.
I don't literally hate the people I am talking about with sports.
I was asked last week, where is your hatred to Jimbo Fisher compared to the University of Florida? And I was like, I hate to disappoint you folks, but I don't hate any of them.
Yeah.
I want to see Florida lose. I don't hate Florida. I'm friends with a lot of Florida Gator fans. I don't hate him. I don't hate Jimbo Fisher. He won a national title for my alma mater. I hated the fact that he prostituted himself year after year after year to make more money and always flirting with another job. But, there's a difference there. And what I want to, just simple little things, whether you call it etiquette, whether you call it common courtesy. I'm not going to go through life-changing experiences and things that we have witnessed. Simple little things like, why is it today that gentlemen no longer open a door for a lady? I'm not. That's like too deep. Okay, I'm not going to get into. At what point in our life did taking your hat off, thank you, ma'am, welcome, ma'am, turn into a bitch? Okay? I mean, where did that all change? And, where all of a sudden now the affectionate way to come out and address a female is by calling her by one of these names as opposed to, oh, you look lovely today,
Darling.
Mrs. Cleaver. It's really good to see you. By the way, you can't say that. If I was to walk up to any one of those 4 helmets and heels girls who just walked out and I love them all, if I was to say, you look lovely today, so I may lose my job. Yeah. Okay? Yet we can play a song that comes out where we're calling a lady, a hoe, and that's embraced. So, but that's too deep. That's too important. We're not going to do that. Instead, I just want tiny little things. Let me give you one. I got my first one here. I want you to grade it for me, JJ.
Are we going to 1 to 10 or ABC?
I'm just going to give a couple, all right? I'm going to give one now, and then we're going to see how the listeners do with this, because it's a big day. We're all voting today, and I can sense a lot of stress in the air. So let's try to lighten the mood a little bit. My first example is this, all right? I get asked all the time, hey, Ballou, going to Boston next week. Where should I go? Where should I visit? I bet I get 2 of those a month, maybe 3. I take time out to respond. I'll name all my favorite places. Now, I'm pretty limited if you're looking for, galleries.
Young people spots?
If you're looking for galleries and museums and stuff like that, I'm probably not going to be able to help you. If you want the best Irish bars in Boston, I got you. If you want the best bars outside Fenway Park or the best bars outside North Station, I got you. If you want me to tell you where to stop on the Freedom Trail, I got you. But again, 2 types of people. If someone asks you, "Hey, I'm going to Boston next week. Where should I visit?" and you take the time to go out and respond to them, that's a good thing. What you don't want to be is when you hear that a colleague or someone that you know tells their buddy, hey, I'm going to Boston next week. And all of a sudden you become the, oh my God, you're going to Boston. You have to go to this place. You must go to this, but no. Let's erase this, okay? It's the same thing with, I'm going to visit this incredible Italian restaurant. We've been trying to get reservations there for the last 6 months. We finally got it in through the back door. We're going to walk through the kitchen. We're going to slide in. They're going to make us a nice little I can't wait. I'm so excited. Oh, it's going to be the best. Hey, so, okay, great. Recommendation. My husband and I went. We loved it. We ordered a bottle of wine. I love the lasagna. It was, okay, fine. What's not fine is the other person who's like, oh my God, you have to get the veal. You cannot get out of there without the veal. All right? So that's it for me as we get things started. Don't be that person. Don't be the one, if you're traveling to a city or somewhere else, who tells you you have to do it this way. I'm going to San Francisco. Oh, my God, you have to walk the Golden Gate. I'm like, I've been to the Golden Gate 5 times. I'm going to go hang out in the street corner on Haight and Ashbury. How does that feel? So there you go. A couple of opening tips here from the truth teller, trying to spread a little bit of love on such a stressful day right here in Duval and right here across the great country that we love. I know I've kind of put you on the spot. Do you have one?
No.
You need a little bit of time to come up with one?
You know what? I was thinking of one earlier today, and I just saw it all over social media, and this is probably going to offend people, but you posting your picture of yourself with your I just voted sticker, I don't need it. You're patting yourself on the back, showing everyone what a good civil servant you are. And it's just like, it's selfish to me. It's just like, hey, look at me. Whatever. That's a quick one.
Yep. And it's not bad. No one's right here. No one's wrong here. We're just simply trying to find ways, to make all of us better. I'll give you one more before the break here, and then when we come back, we may get into some serious stuff.
Real quick, it's interesting that I'm going to Boston next week.
Yes.
And I have brought this up to you, and you didn't do what you were just saying. You lived by your, whatever, your creed, and you didn't say, you have to do this, you have to do that. You just said, hey, go to the Freedom Trail. I got a couple bars for you. That was it.
Am I wrong about those people, though?
Oh, my God.
Because the first thing is...
Or how about when you say you went to a great restaurant, and they'll tell you that, no, I got a way better... That place sucked. That place you just enjoyed last night sucked, dude. Well, I got a way better place than that.
The person who does that you have to go to or you have to try, I think the missing part of all this, and the most important part of all this, is that woman or that man is telling you, well, hey, I've already been there, okay?
Listen to me.
I'm the expert. You're going for the first time? I've been
twice.
Yeah, I've been. They roll out the red carpet when I come in. So, yeah, there's a little bit of that, which I think is probably that you're jealous, so you got to show them, why are you so late to the party? I mean, I went there 5 years ago. Where have you been?
Or with music.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. People love to do that with a band.
Let me give you one more that is sports-related, all right? And then, I may sit back. I may kick up my feet tonight for the first time. Have you ever noticed my posture? Are we on the YouTube tonight?
We are, and I'm already getting 2 texts. Dumb. It reminds people to vote. No, you're dumb, sir. How about this? It's not selfish to demonstrate how we participate in democracy when roughly half the candidates want to do away with voting as we know it. I think I know who you voted for. The loser.
Here's one, the 9069, who says, stick to sports. Shaggy.
Yes. Same guy.
Who's Shaggy? Is that me?
Do you sound like Shaggy?
I don't know. Write us back, 9069. Stick to sports. Let me tell you, whenever I get a stick to sports, to me, that is like, it's like a drug.
Now I'm not going to.
I'm going to purposely not talk about sports because I actually get stuff like that. I'm kidding. I will. But let me give you one that's sports related. Very simple. I mean, incredibly simple. And it's actually fun. Played a round of golf today. Incredibly windy. I guess we got a storm coming, a hurricane coming. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't, I don't look at it. I'm just told. I was told that my tee time first thing Saturday morning is probably going to be canceled, right? Because of
and guess
what's
what?
going on.
You're still coming into work. So.
Mm-hmm. I'm here.
Exactly.
I can't get over how rude people are when it comes to the most easiest and simplest thing that you could do and can do on a golf course, okay? It's called fix your divots, fix your ball marks. If you land a ball on the green, it's going to leave a little divot. It's going to leave a little mark. They make these very neat little tools. It should be an honor that you hit a green, right? You walk up, you take the tool, you fix the grass, you pat it down with your putter, and then you go to your ball and you line up your putt. It's common courtesy. And what it does is, whether you're playing on the most beautiful golf course in America or you're playing on a dog track, it's still decency, all right? It's etiquette. Go and do this. There's so much of this. Well, I've already played this hole. Who cares what it looks like? I'm going to the next one. I've never been able to understand that. And I understand people do get, for one reason or another, when they're in public, manners leave. I mean, just look at the way public restrooms are treated. Just look at, in general, what people do when they're away from their homes or away from their families' homes or their friends' homes. We all don't necessarily treat things the way that they are supposed to. I mean, it was just Halloween. Saw candy wrappers all over the place. I mean, that's just one example off the top of my head. That's just the way we are. But when we're talking about golf, it's different. It's supposed to be a gentleman's sport, right? Put it on the green, walk up, fix your ball mark, pat it down, go make your putt. Get off the hole.
What's the percentage of people that don't do that?
I'm guessing it's in the 30 to 40%.
Oh, it's that much. Wow, okay.
Now, you got to understand, there's a lot of people who don't have golf etiquette. They've never been taught it, right? And they may be out there playing for the first time or second time or third time, whatever. You would think that there's someone there in their foursome who would let them know that, the proper way to go about it is to fix the marks on a green. You want to leave that green as good as you possibly can, regardless of whether or not you're going to play there again. I think that's part of the reason. I think people are like, well, I'm not going to play here anymore, so I can scuff up the green. It's no big deal. Where it's about the worst thing that you can do, and it takes no effort and very little time. So there you go. Opening comments tonight brought to you by the good folks over at Shmunez Vision. I got people now give me the weather. We got a tropical storm happening, Ballou. We got a tropical storm on our way.
You've been outside.
We got a lot of people uptight about your comment on voting. My goodness,
God.
what have you done, JJ?
To say that wearing an I voted sticker is pompous or meant to show off is ridiculous.
What
it just tells me you probably grew up in a family that did not vote or thought voting was for fancy people. And I am 100% right on this aisle, bud.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, not buds.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, family voted.
Right.
Third of all, you are pompous and you're ridiculous, and so is your damn selfie. You look like a fool.
Ooh, I still want to know who shot it is. Send it to us at 9069. I'm just curious. All right, we got a lot to do. It's good to have you with us. He's JJ. My name is Rick Ballou. We're normally with you 6 to 8. Tonight on a Tuesday, we do it late because all of you come out, you third shifters, and we love you.
Speed kills.
He was shot out of a cannon.
But what kills speed?
Oh, I'm hurt.
That nagging injury.
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update on 1010XL. Protecting you and your family since 1979.
Jacksonville.
So I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $30,000 a year and right now graduate making over $80,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition and no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted into the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees, around $700 a year.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Hacker here. Y'all know I like food, and so I love the new Buteco Sports Bar and Grill on Belfort Road. Try some of your lunch and dinner favorites with a Brazilian flair, and bring the whole family to Buteco, your neighborhood bar on Belfort Road.
Expert Automotive, Jacksonville's only automotive repair shop, where every car we work on gets a lifetime repair warranty. Never pay for service again once it's fixed. Winter travel is around the corner, and now is the time to get your winterization. Do you still have AC issues? Freon prices are falling, and we can save you money. At Expert Automotive, we service all makes and models. Call 374-3373 today to schedule your appointment. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Hacker here. Come hang out with me for Hacker After Dark at Buteco Sports Bar and Grill on Belfort Road, Monday the 14th from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. We'll watch the game, try some Brazilian bar food, and have a great time at Buteco on Belfort Road.
Are you suffering from chronic joint pain like Heather?
I have terrible arthritis and have had it for quite a while, and I've gone to all kinds of doctors trying to figure out what to do, and everybody just said surgery, and surgery was months of rehab, and I didn't want to do that.
But then Heather discovered QC Kinetics, local medical professionals who specialize in natural biologic treatments, non-invasive solutions designed to repair and restore damaged tissue in your joints. And she absolutely loves the results.
I like to tell anybody who's suffering that there are options that are not steroids, that are not surgery. You owe it to yourself to find out about QC Kinetics and find out what they can do for you.
No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Discover QC Kinetics and learn more about natural biologic treatments with lasting results.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. Don't wait. Call QC Kinetics today, 904-274-5522.
Men, if you're struggling with erectile dysfunction or PE and frustrated taking pills that don't work, Prime Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that effectively treat your problem. 98% of patients experience immediate results during their first office visit. And for a limited time, your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Rubinsky. The physicians at Prime Men's Medical Center offer the most advanced treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Now men are lasting 30, 60, 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
Guys, to eliminate your frustration in the bedroom, call Prime Men's Medical Center now to take advantage of this exclusive limited-time offer. Your initial consultation and first treatment are totally free, and you'll see instant results right in the office. Call now, 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
Need cash for the holidays or to pay off credit cards right now? Loan Pronto's all-new Express Equity Line of Credit program is just what you need. Prosser here. You don't have to do a full home refi. You can tap a small portion of the equity you have and enjoy a super low rate. With Loan Pronto's Express Equity Credit Line, you can close in 7 to 10 days, and a $50,000 loan will only cost you around $300 a month. Use that money to pay off high-interest credit cards or consolidate other debt or even start a home improvement project. With Loan Pronto, you can access up to 95% of your home's equity, and 9 out of 10 homeowners won't even need an appraisal. Even if you did a total refi recently or just bought your home, you can tap the equity with this fast, easy program. Do it now before the holidays. Call Loan Pronto at 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. You could use that extra cash for the holidays, and you can get it with Loan Pronto. Also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
Googans, do you suffer with neck or back pain?
My friend Dr. Alan Nathans at Disc Centers of America on Bay Meadows Road helps people diagnosed with bulging, herniated, and degenerated discs, sciatica, or stenosis. Dr. Nathans uses that DRX 9000 non-surgical spinal decompression table to gently unbulge and unherniate discs that are causing sciatica. Don't do another cortisone injection. Stay active and healthy as you get older. Dancing at 50, golf at 60, the river run at 70. Yes, yes, and yes. DrNathans.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Into the Night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
We're just underway right here at Tuesday night. Rick Ballou, JJ, with you tonight till 10 o'clock. Tomorrow night, 6 to 8. Thursday night, 6 to 8. We'll be out at Mr. Chubby's. Hopefully, weather permitting. I mean, hopefully this storm. I know we're right off the water there at Ponte Vedra Beach. Not nearly as much attention this time around as the hurricane that we had recently. And I know that did a lot of damage. So, hopefully that is not the case. I hate to be that guy. Maybe you want to get on me. I just gave you a couple of things that we can all improve on, in my opinion, as human beings. Maybe you want to tell me that I need to spend a little bit more attention when it comes to the weather and allow it to affect me. I'm fine with that. You can say, I mean, is it bad that basically my whole thing? No,
I love your attitude.
My whole thing with the weather is I check with my girlfriend and I'm like, I got a tea time tomorrow. Is it going to rain?
I wake up and I found out there's a hurricane today.
There's some ignorance there.
It's not like you live in a state where there's hurricanes that hit all the time or anything like that.
I love when it's hot. I mean, today was weird. Today was
very weird.
It was.
It's
not too often that wind affects putts, at least here. Okay? Now, let me tell you that I'm not one of these golfers who can tell the difference between a Pro VX and a Pro VX1 and a Pro VX and a TaylorMade or whatever, a Callaway. I got buddies who can, and I wish I had that. I wish I had that in my fingertips. I wish I had that register in my brain where I could hit a golf ball and tell what is a soft golf ball, what is a hard golf ball. I got buddies, I can't hit that ball. I can't make it spin the way that I can make it. And I'm just like, I'm serious here. I'm jealous of that. I really am. And the wind affects you. It affects your drive. It affects your long irons. It affects your hybrids. It affects your approach with your wedges. But today, the wind was actually affecting the putts, all right? And there hasn't been a lot of rounds that I've played over the years. There's been some, but not a lot. And the
that's
thing
like
is,
St. Andrews, you know, the wind off the ocean.
But that's kind of expected in links golf.
Exactly.
Not in Florida golf. And on Bermuda grass. And it wasn't a consistent wind. I mean, you could wait if you're on the tee and the wind's going to die down or just disappear for, 10 to 15 second increments and then really pick up again today. But yeah, I just don't. I've never been a guy that checks the weather. Man, you're getting a lot of play here for your vote comment.
I knew I would.
Do you need to address this?
No, I don't care. So many people post pictures of themselves with that sticker. That's why I knew it pissed people off. Because they're like, oh, he's not talking about me. I care about this country. I care about democracy, damn it.
You know what I was...
you care about that patting yourself on the back and posting your damn picture online.
When you started to say... Did you use the word hate? Or dislike? I'm just trying to remember.
I don't even remember.
Okay.
I said I'm a hater.
It was one of the two. But when you began your sentence by saying, I will go with hate. Okay? Yeah. It's safe. It's working. When you went with, I I hate people who post pictures. I thought I was going to, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I thought you were going to say who post pictures with celebrities, because this morning I posted a pic with Bobby Bowden because today is Bobby Bowden's birthday.
That would have been way funnier. Oh my god!
And it's the one from '93.
I love that picture too.
When
I've seen
Florida
it a lot.
when Florida State knocks off Florida in the swamp, and
I don't have a problem with that.
No, but no, it wouldn't have changed. I wouldn't have deleted it because of it. I would have been like,
course
oh,
not.
man. Because when I put it up there, I was like, is this a little bit too
self-serving?
I mean, this is Bobby, and I have a lot of pictures with Bobby, but this one, in a way, it's also really about me, right? And am I taking this opportunity for the great Bobby Bowden's birthday? To gloss myself. So I was like, oh my God, JJ's calling me out on this.
No, I think the worst excuse I've seen so far on here, or justification, is I'm reminding people to vote. As if we haven't been inundated with crap about voting for the last 2 months. You know, every time you put up a YouTube video or a commercial on TV or anywhere you turn, you know it's election day, dude. Your little sticker is not reminding anyone to get out. Oh, my God, Steve. Oh, you have a voting sticker. Oh, I got to go out. Oh, thank you for reminding me, bro. Never once happened.
Uh-huh. I was pulling into Barton Springs after golf, and obviously it's getting dark now, an hour earlier, and I'm barreling in on the key GMC Sierra, and all of a sudden, I'm ready to take a right in front of the clubhouse, and lo and behold, here comes a dude on what I believe was a motorized skateboard.
Oh, I've seen him.
Holding up, vote for so-and-so. Bro, I almost ran the dude over.
I almost killed you.
Okay?
I hope it was worth it.
He came out of nowhere. He had no, as far as his visibility,
like
it
flashing
was
lights or
absolutely
anything?
terrible. But my dad, God bless him. Then it's Halloween. Be careful driving around the neighborhood. I'm like, yeah, Dad. I'm not one of those guys who's on the phone. I'm not going to run over some kids. He's like, no, you never know. And then sure enough, here it is a week later, and I thought I was going to hit this guy.
Asking to vote for a city council member.
He came out of absolute nowhere.
Be safe out there.
Absolutely.
Every vote counts.
Look at all this stuff that's coming in. You're getting some supporters now that are coming in late here. The 8043 is
Thank God.
is giving you some love. 9069 is giving you some love. Nothing but love for you guys. But JJ equals Shaggy.
Oh, I need to just talk about
So you're the
sports.
Shaggy.
Well, he asked me to bring up something non-sports related. It's not like I just interjected with some anti-voting sticker propaganda.
Mm-hmm. All right. I like it.
I'm dying on this hill.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Listen, we're trying to have a. Nah, don't be sorry. Stick with your guns.
I'm not taking any political stances. I hate everyone, right or left, that has a voting sticker selfie equally.
I've never really thought about the sticker for voting. Where else does a sticker apply? I know when I go give blood, someone takes it.
There you go.
They staple it right on my forehead. I voted.
What about when you go to some sort of office type function and you have the "Hello, my name is Rick Ballou" sticker?
Yeah, but that's because people like me are shy. And I don't like to walk up and say, "Hey, how you doing?" This way, it makes it easier. It's a bridge that's easier crossed.
Are you a shy
If I
guy?
got that, absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know that about you. I would have never known that about you.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's just us in here together, obviously we have to.
I don't talk 22 hours a day. I don't say a word. Okay. I just take a bunch of happy pills, and then I'm ready to go for a couple hours.
Here.
Right. But
interesting.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the whole "my name is." I think that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
But what else are you giving stickers? Voting, blood. Did they give you any for the? No, that would have been way too controversial. I was thinking about the vaccine, but I don't know where else.
I think they did.
Did they really?
They didn't give you one afterwards, but there was plenty of people with "I'm vaccinated" buttons and stuff like that. But no, when you got vaccinated, they didn't just hand you a sticker that was like, "Hey, Let everyone know.
Here's one I like, 7169, or I don't know if I like it, but it's falling into what we're talking about. This guy has some hate. He says, I hate people that tell me to stay hydrated. I'm like, okay, thanks, bro. Make sure you breathe, bro.
I love that guy. That's so true. Like, Mia comes in here with her big-ass water jug every day, and she's like, yeah, you're supposed to drink, 12 gallons of water every day or glasses of water. And it's like, who says that? I mean, I've heard that, but we've been living as human beings in this earth for centuries without drinking that much water.
Hydration is weird. I mean, Urban Meyer had it going out during practice every 5 minutes. It is
hydration.
Unless you're a kid growing up, you never have someone say to someone else, make sure you eat today, but it's always make sure you stay hydrated. I tell you another one that's really kind of bizarre, which I don't want to jinx it, but it makes zero sense at all. That is when you're getting ready to fly somewhere and you talk to your mom or your dad or your girlfriend or your wife.
Safe travels?
Safe travels.
I say it too.
I mean, it's like,
Godspeed.
God forbid if something's going to happen and you're in the 47th row, what in the hell are you going to do about it?
Nothing you're doing about it. And you know that when you're going down, you're just thinking like, damn it, Dad. You told me safe travels.
Ballou, screw kindergartners and dentist offices with their stickers. We get it. Your teeth are cleaned.
That's a good one.
Not bad. Not bad.
Also, who's hoarding all these I voted stickers for every 2 years?
It's got to be a racket.
It's a monopoly.
Does it come from one of the 5 families in New York?
It's actually probably the government.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that. Someone needs to look into that.
Maybe the outfit out of Chicago. I don't know. Here's a guy right now. I think he wants a little bit of love from you. The 2636 says, Rick and JJ, I voted today and threw in my sticker.
Oh, yeah.
I did my civil duty. I don't need a participation trophy to know I did a good job. He took that bad. He took it. He accepted it, but he discarded it immediately.
I love that.
And he's the type of guy, the 2636, I'm going to get that he's such a good human being. He threw that bad boy in a trash barrel.
Not on the ground.
Not on the sidewalk.
He probably also fixes his divots when he golfs. No doubt about
that. 7245, JJ, quit hating on people. They can post whatever they want on social media platform, get another tattoo. He told you to get another tat.
Oh, so you can hate on my tattoos, but I can't hate on your damn sticker. Sorry, sir. What about this one? Something that everyone can do in society to make society better. How about if you're a lotto guy in line at the gas station and you're about to get 75 scratch-offs, okay? And not all from the same row. You're getting a number 5, 2 10s, a number 25. You're mixing it up. And you see a couple people behind you, and you know you're going to be a while. Let them go.
Right.
Just like golfers. Let them through. Because you hold up everybody.
It's poor convenience store etiquette.
It really is. And all I'm trying to do is get gas.
Well, I got one worse for you. What about the guy that gets it, but while the attendant is getting other stickers or other, getting other lottery scratch-offs, you actually take out the dime and you scratch and you hit
on the counter.
So you're there, and all you want is like a tube of toothpaste and like an 84-ounce Mountain Dew draft, and you're waiting, and this guy is going to play his scratch cards right there.
And cash in his winner in front of him.
All right, we need to take a break because we're way overdue. But look at him rolling in here now. Let's go through this during the break. I got some sports stuff to do. I mean, we like sports around here. We do. But just remember, we're just trying to help you out just a tiny bit tonight in such a stressful day and evening, and tomorrow's going to be brutal for a lot of people. We're just trying to make you all better. And I want to be better. I do. What did someone told me? I need to check the weather. That if that makes me better, I may actually consider doing that. If you can find other ways to help JJ and yours truly, please do. 641-1010 on the text line, brought to you by Lifetime Enclosures.
Putting the ball in the end zone's like putting money in the bank.
I told you and I told you. Touchdown.
Universal Roofing Contracting presents the Offensive Player of the Game on 1010XL. Universal Roofing Contracting. The difference is universal.
They were tired of cold showers when second in line or the washing machine was on. They called Rooter, asked about a new water heater, perhaps a tankless system. Rooter learned about their needs, then told them how a tankless system provides hot water on demand. Instant, whether you're running your dishwasher, a couple of showers at once, and the kitchen sink. An installation was scheduled, it was done in a day, and now, no more cold showers. Rooter, providing plumbing and septic services to customers throughout Northeast Florida. DuckDuckRooter.com.
There's life before sports injury, and there's life after. You're in pain, and you need answers, fast. Mayo Clinic's orthopedic and sports medicine team will see you same day, no referral necessary. Rest assured, we'll get it right from the start and have you back in action as quick as you can say. Ranked the #1 hospital in Florida for orthopedics. To schedule, visit sportsmedicine.mayoclinic.org.
Attention sports fans, your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's best sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the chance to cash in on all your favorite leagues, including the NFL, NBA, MLB, and much more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the tables. Sign up at BetUS.com or call 800-79-BET-US and get into the action. Don't forget to mention promo code 1010XL. BetUS, where the game begins.
Run or walk at Mackenzie's Run, Saturday, November 19th to create great futures. Join Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida for a 5K and 1 mile fun run through the beautiful stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Register at mackenziesrun.org.
Northeast Florida Safety Council has been keeping Jacksonville safe for 80 years. I'm Dominic Whitley, EHS Director. Whether your organization is large or small, we're a nonprofit that provides the safety services you need to take the worry out of compliance. Benefits of membership include free phone consultation and safety walkthrough, free or discounted online and instructor-led training courses, new hire and vendor orientation services, and much more. For more on becoming a member, visit nefsc.org.
I know you may have concerns right now about selling your home. The Northeast Association of Realtors reporting home sales are down 20% from this time last year. But you know what? Rates are holding. If you have the right agent, you can sell your home, and you can sell it at the cost that you want to. But those agents are Chad and Sandy Real Estate, and you need to check them out at chadandsandy.com or call them in their office at 414-6200 because they guarantee offers on your home within 72 hours or they'll sell it for free. This matters. Look, whether you need a bigger home for your office or you just have a growing family, the time is right for you to leave now, even if you don't know that it is. In fact, Jeff and Robin were still in a starter home, but their daughter was now a teenager. They needed more space. They heard Chad and Sandy on the radio, and they called. Chad sold their home for full asking price in 3 days. Often they'll get more than your asking price. Call the only agents I trust and recommend and get multiple offers in 3 days or sold free. Go to chadandsandy.com.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On November 8, 1997, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays named their first manager Larry Rothschild. Rothschild would manage the Rays from 1998 till early 2001.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. Main office, Jacksonville.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. So you have to drive 300 miles to your cousin's wedding. Okay, so it's his fourth. But you know what they say, fourth time's the charm. Well, here's the problem. Your tires are as bald as I am. But lucky for you, eBay Motors has tires for just about every make and model. Plus wheels, lug nuts, jack stands, and more. 122 million parts. Do they have tissues? Oh, good, because I'm definitely a crier. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Pella Windows and Doors. Look, it's kind of cooling down right now, and I love opening the windows up a bit this time of year. And if you're looking to upgrade your windows in your home, I want you to visit the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. Ask about their latest hurricane and impact-resistant windows and doors, rated #1 by Consumer Reports in all 3 main window categories. You want quality, style, and protection? Visit PellaJacks.com and the showroom on Phillips Highway right next to Tesla. That's Pella Windows and Doors.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer WetJet. With Swiffer WetJet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer WetJet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-7473. That's 1-800-747-3733. Into the Night with Whit Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
On this date, November 8th, 1971, one of the greatest rock and roll albums of all time was put together. Led Zeppelin #4, and I should say released. This is actually a cover from When the Levee Breaks. There are some out there who hate Led Zeppelin, will say they took a lot of material, musically speaking, lyrically speaking, from others. And, you know, I've actually heard, you know, they've put together recordings or whatever it is to kind of prove the point. I don't know. I don't know, and I'm not going to sit there and tell you that everyone in that business steals from one another. That'd be totally unfair. But they still produced incredible music. That's all that I care.
One of the best albums ever made. Every song is a banger.
I remember when I was doing, when I was working with Frangie and Blaylock, Jessica Blaylock, and Blaylock's a huge Zeppelin fan. I'm a huge Zeppelin fan. Frank doesn't like Led Zeppelin at all.
Whoa.
Yeah, he doesn't. But anyway, we're all flawed, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
not everyone's perfect.
We all are, but you know, he does his old Rock Thursday.
Yeah,
and he's like, all right, you can do it. You know, we'll do Led Zeppelin. You know, let's do that. And I'm like, no, Frank, listen. Let's play the entire album. Let's just play every song.
There's only like 6 songs.
There's 8. Yeah, let's play every song off the album. I go, this is every single one of these songs you've heard on the radio.
Yes.
It's a can't-miss album. So, like, Blaylock and I had to, like, double team.
Make him realize.
And, like, listen, let's play them for you so you know. But anyway, it is. It's one of the greatest rock albums that we have ever seen. Georgia goes to #1. All right, no surprise there after their dominant victory. Ohio State is now 2. Michigan comes in at #3. And how about this? TCU moves up 3 spots. They are now at #4. They'll have number 18. Texas coming up this weekend. I'm actually looking for, I don't know. I just got the top 25 or just the story there. I didn't get the rankings. Let me see if they are actually out. They've got to be, and they are. So Georgia goes from 2 to 1. Ohio State remains at 2. Michigan goes from 4 to 2. As we said, TCU moves up 4 spots to #4. And then we start to get to schools who have been defeated. Tennessee, after the loss, on the outside looking in at 8-1. I've been under the impression all along that Oregon, that the Pac-12 is done, and that, you know, after Clemson lost, the ACC is done. But now all of a sudden, you look at Oregon, they go from 8 to 6. Let's take a look, just a little peek here at the Duck schedule, and it is incredibly interesting because you have UW that's ranked 25th this weekend at home. Then you get number 13, Utah, who's really played great football outside of their opener here against the University of Florida. And then you have Oregon State. So if they're able to win those three and then a championship game victory, who knows? And I'll be the first to admit I've basically written off the Pac-12, just like I have now written off the Atlantic Coast Conference. But it does make you wonder, okay?
And if USC and UCLA, if one of them stays with just one loss, beats the other one, and plays Oregon in that championship game, that's a big win for them.
That's going to be we'll take a quick peek at the standings here. Sometimes I get excited, so I start stuttering like that. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they're 8-1, 8-1, 8-1, and 7-2. So that conference right now absolutely still comes into play. The biggest story may be the turnaround of LSU. And, knocking off Alabama. All of a sudden, LSU finds themselves ranked 7th in America in the latest poll. It's still a very interesting schedule. You go to Arkansas this weekend, fresh off of, Liberty knocking off Arkansas. You've got an opportunity to get healthy in a week against UAB. And then you go to Texas A&M, which is always a very interesting game. And obviously A&M totally scuffling right now. So LSU in its 7, and as a 2-loss team, they're ahead of all of these 1-loss teams like USC at 8. Alabama comes in at 9. I mean, to some, that may even still be a surprise because Alabama gets so much street cred, and even though LSU just beat them, the fact that they're ranked ahead of them, hey, we've seen crazier scenarios. Number 10 is Michigan. Number 11 is Mississippi, UCLA 12, and then you get to schools basically with 2 losses. Utah, Penn State, North Carolina's 8-1. NC State, Tulane, Texas is the highest ranked school with 3 losses. Kansas State as well, then Notre Dame. Illinois, Central Florida, Florida State gets in at 6-3. Kentucky and UW. So there you go. Your second installment in this week for the college football playoffs. And I'm excited about this weekend. I'm looking forward to watching Southern Cal play late on Friday night against Colorado. They're a huge favorite. They're a 5-touchdown favorite here, 34 points. But USC is just a team that is getting better. I don't think there's any question about it. Outside of that, it's kind of a,
I'll give you a sneaky one.
Give me one.
LSU, Arkansas, it's at noon. It's in Arkansas. LSU only a 3-point favorite.
Which is weird.
And after coming off a massive win like that, this is letdown city on the road at noon.
What do they know?
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously. What do they know after Arkansas? Let me take a peek. If they lost 3 of their last 4,
they just lost to Liberty.
All right, they lost to good
19.
teams. Yeah, they lost the 23rd ranked A&M, number 2 ranked Bama, 23rd ranked Mississippi State. They pounded BYU. They got cut up pretty good against Auburn. Actually, they beat Auburn. My apologies. 41-27. Yeah, the shock.
Carson's last stand.
The shock was Liberty. So, yeah, but all of a sudden there's going to be some heat here on Pittman. You can't lose the Liberty, even though I think we all agree that Hugh Freeze is a great coach. Hugh Freeze ought to sign with Auburn right now. Okay? They don't, as far as I am concerned, they've never had a problem with prostitution at Auburn. They have a problem when you get caught with a prostitute at Auburn. So if he's able to keep that under wraps, I think he could end up making them a winner. I'm struggling to find other good games.
TCU, Texas.
Yeah, TCU, Texas is good. 3:30 is going to be a lot of fun. It really is. Alabama's still a 12-point favorite. How about the mind games that Lane Kiffin's been playing for the last couple of weeks? Going back to Jimbo about not messing with Nick Saban and putting on the Joker outfit and all that type of stuff. You just wonder if Lane Kiffin is finding any way that he can to try to get the slightest bit of an advantage. We do know that Saban is so unlike anyone else, that I'm sure nothing can bother him. But Brando called it. He thinks Bama is going to get whacked here a couple of times towards the end of the year. And he's the only one I know who called LSU over Alabama, and he happened to be right there.
It would have to be this game because they have Austin Peay and Auburn left.
Who?
Bama. So
okay.
This will be probably their last chance to take an L.
Louisville, Clemson, no. BC, NC State,
You're not excited
no.
about Miami, Georgia Tech?
Yeah, actually, I am. Because I watch Miami play every week.
Unfortunately, I do as well.
Yeah. I will watch that game. Now, I'm looking. See, here's a game that should mean something, but it doesn't. That's North Carolina against Wake Forest. That's a very good North Carolina team. They struggle on defense, but they score with anyone. And Wake Forest is a team that's 6-3, and all three of their losses, they end up losing. They're like the Jaguars. They end up losing by one score or less. That, basketball maybe, or basketball, yes. Not necessarily now. Not necessarily in December if the conference schedule is underway. You give me that game, though, in February or March, I'm all in. But, yeah, it is just kind of a difficult weekend in college football.
Those are usually the fun ones, though. Like
Florida
the ones
State,
we
Wake,
always think suck, they have some upset.
I mean, Florida State, Syracuse. Let's see what else is in the ACC this weekend. La Tech, Duke, no. Pitt, Virginia, no. Louisville, Clemson. No, it's just a bad week. It just is. I'm sorry. I can't sell it. You can't make me sell something that is unsellable, okay?
What about our 3 MAC games going on tonight?
Yeah. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't. I can't do it for you. Missouri, Tennessee. After what Missouri did to Georgia, it's a nooner. So, I'm sure I'll be paying attention to it. That's one of those games that I'm not going to be totally focused on, but you kind of keep your eyes on it, and all of a sudden, if something crazy happens, that could possibly be something if Tennessee has a hangover after last weekend. Vanderbilt to Kentucky, We already talked about Bama at Ole Miss. All right, here we go. I guess they weren't ranked, so I didn't see them in that there. Now we get to the SEC, and I do. But I'm absolutely going to watch South Carolina, Florida. There's no doubt. As a matter of fact,
4:00.
That's one of the better games of the weekend. Carolina, I mean, Shane Beamer was really, when they lost to Arkansas and Georgia, and early on they were gathering some heat. Now they've won 5 of their last 6. Their only loss is against Missouri. And again, I just tried to set up that game a little bit between Missouri and Tennessee, and this one here between South Carolina at Florida. So, does Florida play on the road ever this year? I think they've had one road game, right?
Well, they just were on the road, weren't they?
They were at A&M. They've been in Knoxville, and they have been in College Station. Of course, they have the neutral game here with Georgia. But seriously, they opened up with Utah.
That's wild.
Week 2, they had Kentucky at home. Week 3, they had South Florida at home. And it's a good thing they got those 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 calls by the officials, or they would have lost that game. You see, we had another firing this week. How about the rumors right now in South Florida about John Gruden coming into the state as the next head coach for South Florida? Athletic director Michael Kelly was asked about that today, and he said everything is on the table. I'd be very surprised. I just can't see it.
He was rumored for so long for Miami and Tennessee, and like every job that opened up, John Gruden was a name that was going around for years.
It's going to be very difficult to repair what happened with him, but I also think there's more to it. And we know that, he loves Tampa and he lives in Tampa, or he did live in Tampa. But with a guy like Gruden, unlike what Jimbo said about Nick Saban, go find it and no one can. With Gruden, if you introduce him, you automatically have to be nervous that it's only a matter of time until someone finds something else that he allegedly said or did say. So I'd be shocked if South Florida gets it. But anyway, back to the Gators. Yeah, 3 straight home games. Utah, Kentucky, South Florida. They went to Knoxville. Then they were home with Eastern Washington, Missouri, and LSU. So 6 of their first 7 at home. Neutral game here, then on the road at A&M. They're home now with South Carolina. Their last 2 on the road. They go to Vanderbilt, and then they go to God's Country, which is a Friday night game.
Friday after Thanksgiving.
Friday night at 7:30. Have to take a break. When we return, let's get more from you. Getting a ton still rolling in.
So many.
On the text line, which we always do appreciate. 641-1010, best way to get a hold of us. On the text line, brought to you by Lifetime Enclosures. Also, you can get me on Twitter. That is Ballou, Ballou, 1010XL.
1010XL is your home for play-by-play of Bishop Kenny football.
The Crusaders host Bishop Moore from Orlando in round 1 of the playoffs. Friday night at 7:30 on 92.5 FM.
Waste Management is paying a $5,000 bonus to CDL drivers and heavy truck mechanics for jobs in Jacksonville, Green Cove Springs, Callahan, and St. Augustine. Apply online at wm.com/careers.
Equal opportunity employer. Concrete floors don't have to be ugly and hard to clean. Whether it's a garage with cracks, tire marks, and failed epoxy, or any concrete surface that isn't beautiful and maintenance-free, Shark Coatings will transform it. Our coating and warranty are stronger, more durable, and longer lasting than any other on the market. And because Shark Coatings is 100% UV stable for life, it's perfect for any concrete surface outside as well. Shark Coatings will let you reclaim those wasted hours spent pressure washing your driveway, patios, and walkways. Hit us up on social media or call 904-519-5055 to set up your free estimate today.
Tom Casey here with Griffin Service. As I look around Jacksonville, I see plumbing that could be held together better by duct tape, electrical work that can double as a shock collar, and AC work I know costs an arm and a leg on your utility bill. Save $1 today, but it costs you $10 down the road. At Griffin, we don't think you want, or maybe even know, you're hiring El Cheapo and cut rate work. So, if you need plumbing, AC, or electrical help, and you want it done right, call GriffinService.com and know you're getting the best.
Home of the Jaguars, WJXL FM, Jacksonville Beach.
Chronic joint pain has a snowball effect. It's not just the pain.
What that did is just make me depressed that I couldn't get back into the gym, and I was inactive, gaining weight. I had to find another alternative.
And for Chad, that alternative was QC Kinetics and the non-surgical natural biologic treatments that can give lasting relief to aching hips, shoulders, knees, and backs.
Once they explained it, it made sense. Putting what we have inside our body back into us in a certain strategic way to heal up in a natural process was fantastic.
QC Kinetics treatments take place right in the office. No downtime, no surgery. And as for the outcome,
I'm just back to bouncing around, having fun, doing my work, living pain-free.
Don't let chronic joint pain rob you of your quality of life. Discover advanced regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics. Call now to learn more. It's a free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
You've got advanced prostate cancer, but you're not waiting around. You want straight talk, the facts about Orgovix.
Orgovix Relagolix 120 milligram prescription tablets is a treatment for adults with advanced prostate cancer. Fact, Orgovix is a different kind of androgen deprivation therapy treatment, a pill, not an injection. Orgovix may cause serious side effects, including a heart condition called QT prolongation. Tell your doctor right away if you feel dizzy, faint, have a racing or pounding heart, or chest pain. Orgovix can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during treatment and for 2 weeks after Orgovix treatment. The most common side effects include hot flushes, increased blood sugar and blood fat levels, muscle and joint pain, decreased blood hemoglobin levels, increased liver enzymes, tiredness, constipation, and diarrhea. Other side effects include weight gain, decreased sex drive, and erectile function problems. Orgovix may cause infertility. Talk to your doctor if infertility is a concern for you.
Go with Orgovix. Ask your doctor. For more facts, visit gowiththefacts.com.
Men suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE?
Regardless of age or past medical history, you'll see instant results on your first visit at Prime Men's Medical Center. And for a limited time, your consultation and first treatment are totally free. Call now, 904-664-8217.
The guy you don't want to be busy during the game doesn't wear a helmet.
The medical staff coming out.
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update on 1010XL.
I might need some Advil after that.
Protecting you and your family since 1979.
Jacksonville.
Blackout colon cancer. Hicken here for the Borland Groover Foundation. If you're 45 or older, the ball is in your court to get screened. The key to surviving colon cancer, early detection and prevention. 45 is the new 50. Protect your end zone and get screened for colon cancer now. The Borland Groover Foundation is a nonprofit organization devoted to helping the community and save lives. Visit BorlandGrooverFoundation.com for more.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Into the Night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
All right, I've been waiting to get to this. I just have not had the opportunity. All right. In one of the more bizarre stories, let's call it, of the last half a year. That was Sunday at the bank. And the Jaguars, in their come-from-behind victory down 17-0, a winner 27-20. That knucklehead who has 5, has 10, has 15, has 20 in this obviously well-prepared opportunity to jump onto the field, carrying a football, slicked back. We're talking about baby oil on the body to prevent staff workers from making tackles. 3 guys were involved in this. 3 guys were supposed to come on out and all be on the field, but the great working aforementioned security officers prevented the other 2. Here's what I couldn't believe and still cannot believe. One of the 3 who was arrested was holding cocaine and methamphetamines. I mean, listen, I understand there's wicked smart. I understand there's average. And I also understand there is the lowest common denominator when it comes to street smarts and common sense. How can you not know that if you run onto a football field, that you are going to be restrained, escorted, and arrested? And when you're carrying cocaine and methamphetamines on you, you're going to go to jail. I don't know.
You got to do your meth before you run on the field, guys. That's Streaker 101 right there.
I love the charges. Richard was charged possession of cocaine, controlled substances, committing breach of peace by 3 or more persons, and criminal conspiracy.
Whoa. That's like Fed's time.
I don't want to waste time on the get off my lawn, in this case, get off the field at the bank. It's amazing to me how many people love this, how many people support it, how many people think it's just kids having fun. And the Jaguars did their part. The Jaguars said, you're gone, you're never allowed. And as a matter of fact, they said you're never allowed inside the stadium again. You're also never allowed at Daly's place again. So
dang, you can't even go to a concert.
Right. They've done their part. And now it's up, to the law. But we're getting more and more and more and more of this. We're not getting less. And I sound like a broken record. The only way that you're going to be able to prevent this is by making the penalty so significant that no matter where you are, no matter what sporting event you're at, when someone is considering doing this, someone else is going to be able to say, bro, you hear what happened to the last guy? He spent a week in jail, and he's paying a $20,000 fine. or something. That's
got a felony.
Am I wrong?
If they made it into a felony, I'm sure a lot less people would do it. Like a misdemeanor, a trespassing charge, a fine, like people are willing to take that for a good story, man.
And sometimes most of the time, that good story, you got a bunch of knucklehead buddies next to you that are ponying up $20 here, $50 there, $100.
Exactly.
You may end up making money.
There was the guy during the Hall of Fame game, which ironically enough also featured the Raiders and the Jags, and there was video of him in the front row bargaining how much money his buddy was going to give him for running on the field. Like, it can't be worth it to do that. You have to make it so much. You have to make it so unattractive to do that. And guess what? The security has to be better too, man. I know these people are barely getting paid any money, and it's stupid to blame them almost. But like, they're not stopping anybody. Like you.
Well,
see
they
how
stopped the
pathetic
last two.
are.
They did it. Yeah, they stopped 2 of the 3.
Okay.
In this story.
So the other 2 were on the field. They went on the field with their coke and meth.
That's my point. Now they were prevented from actually going on the field because the workers did their job. Yeah, but again, I mean, you probably are on meth if you think that you can get away with carrying meth and cocaine onto the field with you, not knowing that you're going to get arrested.
Man, people are really partying at Jags games.
And let me say this isn't the whole, if I was, I'm Nancy Grace and I'm the judge, the jury, and the executioner, I hold the gavel. And it's not a hard-ass approach. My approach is, and this is maybe the best example, this was during a punt.
Yes.
Can you imagine, and knowing Jacksonville's luck, let's create the worst possible story that can be written, but what if all of a sudden this happens during a game of tremendous magnitude, a playoff game, a Super Bowl, a World Series, a guy taking a game-winning three-pointer, and are we going to have to wait for that?
Basketball would be really easy, too.
Oh, I know, but seriously, are we going to have to wait for something like that to happen where it fixes the outcome of game, and then the decision is, do you redo the play over? If so, what happens? Think of the billions and billions of dollars that are involved in legal gambling now when you get to these games, and you're going to let one methed up, coked up fan ruin this? I tell you.
What's the alternative, though? I mean, like building up a wall or like over in Europe, they have that, and it looks terrible and tacky, but like it's necessary because people do come on the
field. I don't
field.
think you can prevent it. That's why I think the only way that you can really get the message across to these kids is by saying you're going to spend some time in jail, and you're going to be fined an incredible amount of money. I don't know what these guys do for work. I mean, obviously, if you and I ran on the field, we'd lose our job, okay? I'm sure there's a lot of people in the city who would end up losing their job. I haven't seen anything here as far as their employment.
I heard he's a bartender. And it's like, yeah, he can afford to do that.
He's a hero.
Yeah,
he's a bartender.
Exactly. He's not
being saluted.
Fired for that.
All right, here I am taking this, hard-ass approach. And again, it's not because of him. It's because I don't want to have – they redid the play, bro.
Yeah. Like, imagine if it was a goal line stand.
They redid the play.
The Jags made a goal line stand, but there was a guy on the field, and they had to redo the play. Raiders end up scoring.
Well, what if there was a fumble?
Anything.
This guy's a bartender. In his age group, with his people, he probably doesn't have to buy a drink. Oh, bro, he saw you, man. We're like, there he goes. Look at this guy. He's so crazy.
Coke for a week.
So... at that age, he is going to be celebrated. And listen, I'll be the first to raise my hand. When I was in my younger 20s, I probably thought that was really cool as well. I just think the gambling part of it is going to fix everything in athletics. And we always talk about officials. We always talk about the referees. When you have such glaringly obvious misses, like Miles Jack. And then later that day, the non-call in the what was it? Saints Eagles.
Vikings? Oh, Eagles.
Was it Eagles?
I'll look it up.
Was that to get to? Yeah, that had to have been the Eagles to get to the Super Bowl, correct? I think so. It was the same day as
2018 NFC Championship game. It was Rams Saints.
Okay. I don't know what I'm thinking of then. Maybe it was a week after, a week prior.
Yeah, Robbie Coleman.
Right, because it ended up being Eagles.
Both the NFL and Robbie Coleman admitted that the penalty should have been called.
And was that the NFC Championship game?
It was. Saints ended up losing 26-23.
Was that the year prior then? What year was that? January of 18?
Yeah, that was the year after the Jags. So the Jags was, I guess, the 2018
January
playoffs.
of 18.
So this was January 2019, but actually called the 2018 playoffs.
All right, so it was 1 year later. All right, yeah. Because obviously Philadelphia with Peterson went on to knock off New England. So, in consecutive years, you had very, unfortunate non-calls. But one of these days we're going to have something that changes. And I guess in these cases, particularly, and I hate to say it, but particularly the one at the Superdome, I think even the most diehard football fans, the whole Miles Jack wasn't down. I got a bunch of buddies back in Boston. I bet if you asked any one of those guys, they'd be like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, I hate to say it that way because it's such a part of our history in this city. But I think outside of here, it doesn't resonate at all, where that non-call a year later in the Super Bowl is one that, you could be listening in Portland, Oregon or Portland, Maine, and you're going to remember that situation. At least that's the way I look at it. All right, let's continue on. We come back, got a couple of things I want to throw out here with the Jaguars, which I was going to save this for tomorrow night early. I may spend a minute or two on it right now because I think it's very interesting to see what is happening and what will be happening with the Jags. So we'll come back. We'll get into that. 641-1010, best way to join us. Along with JJ, I'm Rick Ballou. Hacker joined you at 10.
Football Fridays are made with special ingredients.
I didn't know you cooked.
Extra football.
These are delicious.
Pre-Game Friday gets you ready for the games. Brought to you by MyBookie and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the Southeast to offer multi-unit hair grafting and the 45-minute PRP treatments. Grow your hair back. Call now for a free in-person evaluation. 904-777-IHRS, 904-777-4477, or visit hairforme.com.
Why does everyone seem to hesitate to buy a used car these days? Probably because the warranties stink. Well, we only offer the best cars that can pass our 160-point inspection and qualify for the Beaver Certified program with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. You mean just Chevys and Toyotas, right? Nope, all of them. Nissans? Yep. Fords? That's right. Hondas? You bet. What about all of them? And if you want to see all of them, come see us at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville.
Googans, do you suffer with neck or back pain? My friend Dr. Alan Nathans at Disc Centers of America on Bay Meadows Road helps people diagnosed with bulging, herniated, and degenerated discs, sciatica, or stenosis. Dr. Nathans uses that DRX 9000 non-surgical spinal decompression table to gently unbulge and unherniate discs that are causing sciatica. Don't do another cortisone injection. Stay active and healthy as you get older. Dancing at 50, golf at 60, the river run at 70. Yes, yes, and yes. DrNathans.com.
Run or walk at Mackenzie's Run, Saturday, November 19th to create great futures. Join Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida for a 5K and 1 mile fun run through the beautiful stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Register at mackenziesrun.org.
The holidays are a special time of the year, and helping others is a big part of it. This is Joe C., and our Toys for Tots golf tournament at the Golf Club of Southampton is always a great day, with plenty of people making sure the Marines have plenty of toys to put smiles on kids' faces when they need it most. So join us at Southampton Wednesday, December 7th for a primetime Christmas benefiting Toys for Tots. Or if you just want to help, drop off an unwrapped toy at 1010XL or Southampton, and we'll make sure it's under the tree for Christmas.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here, reminding you it's Black Friday all month long at Tire Outlet. By shopping their Black Friday bundle, you can score a free light bar, $100 off a leveling kit, and $100 off a tire and wheel package. And don't miss their one-time only discount code for Cyber Monday. To qualify for the Cyber Monday discount code, just sign up for their email list on the homepage at TireOutlet.com. Tire Outlet.
Wholesale prices, premium service. Tire Outlet.
Superior Fence and Rail knows about exceptional customer service. From the first call to the final inspection, Superior's team provides first-class care with great communication, friendly installers, and quality fence products. There's a reason why Superior is the top-rated fence company in Jacksonville. So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail for your new fence today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
It's all about Gainesville when former Gator Chris Doring joins the drill. Wednesdays at 8:15 on 1010XL. Brought to you by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
My wife always says the same thing. She's always just like, where did that come from? You just go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. First of all, I idle at 75 miles an hour, all right? So don't give me this 0 to 100. I walked into this restaurant at 75. I could hear that guy talking too loud on his cell phone from the parking lot.
From his Netflix specials and F is for Family, Bill Burr, Slight Return. Friday, November 18th, Five-Star Veterans Memorial Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Bill Burr.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best products and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From roll and lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Hello, Jacksonville. This is Greg McGarity, President and CEO of Gator Bowl Sports. The Tax Slayer Gator Bowl game and events have been a Jacksonville staple for more than 75 years. We support more than 4,200 local youth annually through Gator Bowl charities. Gator Bowl Sports is a perfect way for local companies and individuals to get involved. We'd love to meet with you and talk about how you can join our team. If you'd like to learn more, contact us at 798-1700, 798-1700.
If you need cash for that Jags away game road trip, Chuck at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn needs gold flatware jewelry, guitars, and always guns. Let Chuck square you away. He's got cash in hand. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jax Beach.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Into the Night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Kansas City favored by 9.5 coming up Sunday at 1 o'clock. Your total 50.5. Jags trying to win 2 in a row. Also pick up a second road victory. The Chiefs are 6-2, 3-1 at Arrowhead. Always an incredible place to go to watch a professional football game. You got some Jag stuff I want to get into. At the top of the show, on such a stressful day, for so many, with voting and to whichever way you believe or lean tonight, tomorrow is going to be difficult for a lot of people. It's going to be, I guess, elation for some. I always, the whole poor winning, the poor losing. is something that is perhaps my biggest pet peeve. Did you see the LSU guys going after the Alabama staffer trying to get off the field?
No.
Yeah. How we had a long conversation about the player from Alabama who gave forearm shivers and windmill clotheslines and I shouldn't laugh. But Tennessee girls and Saban says we're scared. I was scared, and then all of a sudden you said the same thing. You had these mountain men. Actually, I should say from the swamps. Oh, it's a biggie. You ever watch Swamp People?
I'm seeing this.
You ever watch Swamp People?
Oh,
it's a biggie. It's a biggie.
A lot of wrestling gators.
I love that guy. He's like, oh, it's a big one. Get him. Get him. He's always going, get him. Shoot him.
So this staffer is trying to talk back to these dudes, though.
First off, this staffer's about 5'4", 125 pounds.
Get off the field, bro.
Pee Wee Herman could dunk on him.
So skinny.
Right? So you have these guys who come in for this one, like, it's a biggie. It's a big. Let's get him.
And the staffer has cops all around him.
He does, but
it's easy to talk crap when you have three huge police officers guarding you.
I was almost going to try to make a point of it, but I wouldn't because this means so much. But more than a win or a loss, and I've always felt that most fights begin with the poor winner. Here's a perfect example. These folks that are charging the field, and typically you lose and you're hurt and you want to get out of there, and it's the person who wins that will point their finger in your face and say that you suck, and that's where most battles. And I imagine that right here in the city and throughout the state and what have you, there are going to be people who roll into the office tomorrow, one way or another. And the victorious ones, that is going to make, I have to believe, in a lot of circles, for a very uncomfortable morning and day, or whenever the results are final. I'm not even keeping an eye on it because I'm doing my radio show here. Are numbers trickling in? Do we know exactly what is happening?
DeSantis won. So DeSantis is still our governor. But when it comes to the Senate stuff, I haven't looked.
I have an idea as to what I think is going to happen. But, yeah, I can see where that can become a little bit frightening tomorrow. So, anyway, this show today began with this kind of tongue-in-cheek, trying to lighten things up a little bit, how we can make each other better, and I gave a couple of examples. Well, all of a sudden it's gone from, and we got off it here for the last 45 minutes or so, but it went from how do we make others better, things to do to make others better, to basically, I hate when.
Yeah, that changed so fast.
It's become now I hate when. And
I hate lotto guys.
And this one is great right here, okay? Here's one from the 3037. It says, Ballou, the one that really pisses me off is about at gas stations that people that are never getting gas, but they'll park at the pumps and block when they go inside
and you know
shop.
What's funny? I just did that 2 days ago, and I didn't even think about it. I apologize.
That is the best. And it's the best if you're if you're pulling in and you're the second one. Where I was today, I don't know what's going on with the 210 Mafia because they're usually on top of this, but I've noticed that there's been some pumps on 210 that have those yellow bags around it. And
they're out of gas.
Right. There's only certain pumps where you can get fuel.
This one on the corner right here, they haven't had gas in weeks. I don't know what's going on with that.
But that's legit. On 210, it's all underground. It's the 210 Mafia, for crying out loud. I mean, I don't know what is happening. And so I pull in, and the exact same thing happened to me. Now, am I allowed to say that she was hot?
Well, you just did.
I didn't mention her name, right? I didn't say if she was a blonde or brunette, or if she was tall or small, or if she voted for the left or the right or the red or the blue. I didn't say any of that, right? Am I allowed to say that she was a good-looking gal?
I don't know if you can say gal. You're assuming their gender, so you should just say that person was hot.
Well, anyway, I was waiting for her to get done because my pump was not available.
Right.
And I'm in my beautiful Key GMC Sierra. I got the windows down.
Huge lift.
Oh, I mean, and I'm just like, I'm like, She obviously loves the truck. Now is she going to get a good look at who's in the truck? Well, let me tell you something, man. This lady ran about an 8.440. She couldn't have been any slower, as I noticed that she left her car at the pump, even though I watched the credit card and all that, and she went inside that convenience store to do some shopping. And there was no so, I would have waited, I'm guessing, a good 5, 6, 7 minutes. So I just happened to go along to the next pump. Someone's asking if it's the Speedway on 210. Is that the one that connects to Southampton? I don't know. I honestly don't know. It may be. But they have, they've had some issues there. I'm going to save this for tomorrow night. But I looked this up earlier today, and I think it's a massive talking point for where the Jaguars are with still a tremendous amount of play left. I'm very excited about how they're now running the football. And we saw 28 carries last week for Travis Etienne. I had a couple of people ask me the other day and said it looked like he was wounded a little bit, like some of those hits had taken the toll on him. And that happens for any running back in the NFL. But Doug Peterson yesterday came out and said that he now all of a sudden wants to find a way to lighten the load on Travis Etienne, and that JaMycal Hasty is a guy that they really believe in. All right. I'm not impressed with Hasty so far. I'm not giving up on him, but I do have these numbers. All right. He did have a 61-yard touchdown, as we know. Outside of that, so far this year, JaMycal Hasty has 11 carries for 27 yards. Okay, that's an average of 2.45 a carry. Last week against Vegas, 3 carries, 6 yards. His long was 4. Okay, that means he either went 2 and out, or 2 and 0, or 1 and 1 on his next 2 carries. Against Denver, the week prior to that, he had a 12-yard carry, ended up having 4 carries for 13 yards. So, again, you're talking about in the last 2 weeks, he had a carry for 4 yards, and he had a carry for 12 yards. His other 5 carries combined got 0 or 1 yards. Not cutting it. 3 weeks ago against the New York Giants, 1 carry, 6 yards. That's fine. We all remember the 61-yard touchdown, and it may have been the greatest hole that the Jaguars opened all year. He took it 61 yards. Here's what's lost in it. For the day, he had 3 carries for 57 yards. That means his other 2 carries ended up being for minus 4 yards. I have my concerns. I also have the eye test, which gets away from this data, but it's nothing personal. It's nothing against him. Maybe he's one of these guys that if you feed him the ball and give him a possession and give him an opportunity, he's going to get better as you move throughout the course of the game. That's fair. Can you judge a guy on 1 carry, 3 carries, 1 carry, 4 carries, 3 carries? Does he need more burst? Obviously, you listen to what Doug Peterson's telling us. Apparently, that's coming. I just don't know at this time, do we have the confidence level in him? I would have to say no. Snoop Connor, again, I've been very upset lately about how they have gotten very little play out of some offensive players, yet they've been on the game day roster. Snoop Connor had 1 snap last week. He's not getting any carries. I'd rather have another defensive body. And that's just me thinking out loud, but we'll see what happens here with JaMycal Hasty. Again, for those of you not familiar with him, he was, he's in his 3rd year out of Baylor. Let's see, was he a draft pick? I think he was a free agent out of Baylor.
Undrafted free agent.
Yep. And he played the 2020 season, 8 games worth in San Francisco. 39 carries, 148 yards, an average of 3.8. His long was 20, so that's not bad. Last year, 16 carries, 68 yards in San Francisco, average 4.3. His longest was 21. And then we've gone through his numbers so far this year. So
Snoop must look completely incompetent in practice. Like, to get absolutely no play whatsoever this year.
You know where Snoop really disappointed was the preseason.
Yeah. He wasn't great.
If you look back at those 4 games, I honestly believe, I think he had 49, 50 carries. And his average was like less than 3. And you can make the point, all right, he was with guys who were no longer in the league. He was going up against guys that were no longer in the league. He was impressive to me when I saw him, during camp. And I thought when they drafted him, I thought he was a goal line guy, and that's it. Because that, was what he was known for at Mississippi. But, we've seen the Jaguars struggle at goal line. Now, their red zone efficiency is better than it was a year ago. Their third down conversion rate is much better. I was really studying these numbers last night. Much better than it was a year ago. I mean, you can do whatever you want with the record, last year's record, this year's record, but if you start really getting inside the numbers and looking at, key numbers, like third down conversion rate, way better. Matter of fact, I'll come back and tell you that on the other side. But Snoop Connor, I don't know what happened there. I thought he was a complete package. I thought he had some wiggle, soft hands, could work well in picking up the blitz. I'm sure they just think he's a rookie and he's not ready. I mean, you saw Buster Brown get some burn. He had 21 plays last week. So all of a sudden he's getting involved in it. I'm not going to tell you that it's not going to work with Snoop. I'm also one of those guys that could sit here and say, don't be surprised if he's never a part of it here. I just don't know what to make out of it. I'd like to see him get some opportunities, though, here later in the season. All right, let's put our final touches on this one. Get you ready for Hacker Nation. Again, tomorrow night, 6 to 8. Thursday will be 6 to 8 out at Mr. Chubby's Wings and Ponte Vedra Beach. If you're in the neighborhood, as always, we would love to see you there. All right, much more to do. Take it tonight till 10.
Nobody panicked when we got in that hole early.
To give to Etienne, toward the goal line, touchdown!
Playing loose, just being yourself.
Trevor fires right corner of the end zone, caught for the touchdown!
Battle through the adversity was awesome.
This is Etienne, inside the 5, into the end zone!
He's going to be the guy.
And Jacksonville has taken the lead!
It's great to see our team finish.
The ball is going to be picked off in the air by Devin Lloyd. That's going to close out the ball game.
This was a great team win.
When you flip that momentum and keep it like we were able to do today,
it's something now that we can build upon.
Hopefully ride this momentum and use this juice this week. Obviously, we got a big game in Kansas City.
Sunday at 1 on 1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
Attention car buyers, you in the market for a new vehicle? Are you noticing the markup on vehicles on dealers' lots? Well, not the case at Key Buick GMC. We never have markups on our vehicles. Come in today and ask for Derek or Steve. As always, the lifetime powertrain warranty in effect whenever you purchase a brand new vehicle from Key Buick GMC. We are professional grade on the corner of Southside and Gate, or visit our website, keybuickgmc.com.
Hacker here. Y'all know I like food, and so I love the new Buteco Sports Bar and Grill on Belfort Road. Try some of your lunch and dinner favorites with a Brazilian flair, and bring the whole family to Buteco, your neighborhood bar on Belfort Road.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage, along with my business partners Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been in business for 32 years. We've seen some incredible mortgage markets. Many of our clients took advantage of these markets to refinance their properties. They lowered their payments, took cash out for college tuition, did renovations, shortened their terms, got rid of their mortgage insurance, even consolidated their debts into one easy small payment. Well, that opportunity is here again right now for you. These rates are extremely low. However, the market is starting to move in a different direction. Inflation Inflation, as you know, is already here. Look at the cost of gas, milk, lumber. Don't miss out because you put it off and didn't call. No one wants to hear years from now, I shoulda, I coulda, I woulda. Be a person that gets things done. Call Trustline Mortgage now at 381-LOAN. I'm serious. Call 381-LOAN now while it's fresh on your mind, or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 331480.
Hello, Florida. It's me, Emmitt Smith. Yeah, that Emmitt Smith.
Florida's very own football legend Emmitt Smith with a special message for people here who suffer from chronic joint pain.
Here's one thing we can all agree on, that we are a little older and joint pain is no fun. But I have some great news. QC Kinetics is here with the latest advances in regenerative medicine. Treatments that can get you moving again.
Got pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, or back? QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. Non-surgical, all-natural advanced treatments using natural biologics from your own body, delivering lasting results.
QC Kinetics is right here helping people get lasting relief with no downtime, no meds, and best of all, no surgeries.
So take it from Emmitt Smith, who knows joint pain thanks to some of his glory days right here in Florida.
We're on the same team when we're talking about joint pain relief, and that's QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Find your why in a rewarding career at the First Coast YMCA. Did you know the Y runs the before and after school programs at every public elementary school in Clay County? It's true, and we can only open up new spots for students when we have enough staff. And that means the Y needs you. The Y is an equal opportunity employer, and we're hiring youth program leaders, lifeguards, instructors, and much more. Visit your local Y for more information. Find your passion, find your why, and a career at fcymca.org.
Men suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? Regardless of age or past medical history, you'll see instant results on your first visit at Prime Men's Medical Center. And for a limited time, your consultation and first treatment are totally free. Call now, 904-664-8217.
Every day you hear interesting and insightful conversations from national names on the Farah and Farah phone line.
I insist on complete honesty. If you have something to say to me, I wish you would just say it.
Brought to you by the accident attorneys at Farah and Farah on 1010XL.
Did you know that all graduates of Local 234's apprenticeship program are licensed journeymen? That means all plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC techs will have hundreds of hours of experience and have passed the Jacksonville City Licensed Journeyman exam. They're the best trained and safest skilled tradespeople in the industry. Don't leave yourself exposed to inadequate workmanship or even danger. Always hire a licensed journeyman. Local 234. Make the right connection. Equal opportunity employer.
Pick it here for Roof It Right. Don't do it, people. Don't do it. I've told you once. I've told you twice. I'll tell you thrice. Don't let anyone touch your roof if the truck doesn't say Roof It Right. If you need help with your roof this hurricane season, Roof It Right. Need a warranty that's going to actually protect you? Roof It Right. You say you got a little leak? Yeah, I'd roof it right too. See them today at roofitRightFL.com. That's roofitRightFL.com. Roof It Right so you can sleep at night.
Royal Pest Services, a local company you can trust. Royal Pest is a certified installer of tap insulation, which stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Reduce that electric bill by adding pest protection. It's that easy. Online at royalpestservices.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Into the Night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
I was pretty happy to see that Sam McCall elected to stay with Florida State one day after saying he was transferring. I'm like, my goodness, man. I mean, talk about raining on a parade. Noel fans have been ecstatic, and then one of their bright future stars, you hope, a 4-star kick returner, defensive back, says, I'm out of here. But apparently he deleted the tweet, and he was back at practice today. So,
what was the blow up? Or
I don't think it was a blowout. I just think he was unhappy. I think it's
time or something?
Yep. His kid came in and thought he was going to start immediately, and there's some competition there. So we know that's the norm. You know, kids who aren't going to play immediately are going to want to go and start somewhere else. It's going to be another who knows what to expect with the transfer portal. Can you imagine what's going to happen with the transfer portal at a place like Texas A&M? There's a lot of stories going on right now that
all those 5 stars.
That Jimbo's fighting everyone. That, you know, as far as accountability, you know, there's been a lot of rumors out of A&M. I don't know what's true. I do not know what is not true. But it certainly doesn't sound good. And, you know, the transfer portals really help Florida State. I still overall, it's just weird, and I don't have a comfortable feeling with all of this. I used to love signing day and grooming freshmen, and you knew freshmen were going to replace your juniors and seniors when they moved on. And who knows? I think it's going to be, you know, once again another Wild Wild West. No doubt about it. How about our friend Leroy Butler saying it's time to bench Aaron Rodgers? He went on a podcast today and called him out. Jacksonville's own, the Hall of Famer, Leroy Butler, out of Rains High School.
For Jordan Love? That's the thing. Like, yes, he is playing atrociously, if that's a word. He's playing terribly. But there's no way Jordan Love's a better quarterback right now than Aaron Rodgers.
This guy's coming off consecutive MVPs.
Yeah.
Yet, he's got to be bothered that Tom Brady has won as many NFC championship games and Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers has. He's got to be bothered by that.
Wow, I never thought about that. And he's been in the NFC for what, 2.5 seasons?
Right.
3 years?
Yeah, it's coming to the end. I mean, I happen to think Brady, I'm more confident that Brady comes back now than I was 3 weeks ago.
For next season.
Yeah, I still would lean towards him retiring. But I'm more confident that he has another year in him. Right now, Aaron Rodgers, it feels like he's gone.
Well, he has so much stuff he likes outside of football. And I can't say the same for Tom Brady. Especially now he doesn't even have his wife.
Brady's got that cush job, though.
That's true.
He's going right into the booth.
And I also don't think Aaron Rodgers has the love for the game of football that Brady does.
Brady's going to be able to go on the hunt because he's going to be in every city. He's going to be in the best hotels. He's going to get the best travels. And he's going to have a big tattoo on his head that says available. And that should be a show.
Tom?
Let me produce that called On the Hunt with Tom Brady.
A hunt for ring number 8.
I was talking about On the Hunt for 25-year-old supermodels.
That's what I mean. Like a different ring, like a marriage ring, you know.
So where are we at? Matt Ryan's benched. Roethlisberger's out.
Phillip Rivers.
Rivers is gone. Breeze is gone. Roethlisberger's gone. I mean, both
Andrew
Mannings have been
retired.
gone. Where are the drop-back quarterbacks? They're done. I mean, look at the top running backs in the league. They can all run. Not named Brady or Rodgers. I mean, Brady's still second in yardage. Rodgers is 8th. Trevor Lawrence had a career high. Trevor Lawrence JJ, I made a big deal about this after the Houston game. Become a football player first. Don't be so concerned about being an outstanding quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, what he has done with his feet makes him such a better football player.
And they needed those runs bad on Sunday. Like, those were game-winning runs. I don't necessarily need to see Trevor run 15 times like Justin Fields. But, yes, I would love to see him with the ball more because he is athletic. He's sneaky fast, as they like to say. Sneaky quick guy.
True drop-back passers.
What about Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, he's got a tiny bit of giddy up.
What about
Stafford and Carr?
Stafford, yeah.
You know, I kind of disagree with John Osher with this 2 weeks ago. I still think Russell Wilson has a little bit there. He's not what he once was. Okay, I'll give you that.
But he did have that huge run against the Jags.
Yeah, he did. And Cousins isn't a great runner. But, I mean, if you look at these young Herbert is actually a tiny bit better than he gets credit for. If you look at what he does when it comes to running the football. Let me find his numbers here. Just obviously he wasn't able to run here. First off, when Jacksonville faced him, he was hurt and they were trailing.
Couldn't even walk.
Yeah. I mean, look at his career. 55 for 234, 63 for 302. This year down a little bit, 22 for 51. But he's a guy who can move a little bit, big guy who can move. And you're talking about, with him, a 240, 245-pound man, Justin Herbert. Obviously, Fields can run. Josh Allen is ridiculous, and he's got that problem now with the UCL. Joe Burrow can move, even after the knee. Patrick Mahomes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Obviously, Kyler Murray. I mean, so we're heading into a phase where that is the type of quarterback that you are going to need in this league. Jared Goff is another of the drop back passers, but I think his days are numbered. I would have to believe that next year will probably be his final year as a starting quarterback. But you just look around, you look at I love it because usually Gator fans will respond to me, but you look at a guy like Anthony Richardson, and you look at what he did last week, the 60-yard touchdown run, then he drops that dime in the corner pocket, which is just magnificent. And I'm sure there are offensive coordinators and quarterback coaches that are drooling right now saying, let me put my hands on this guy and let me show you what we can do with him. It's going to be interesting with those 4 quarterbacks that are expected to go high in this year's draft. Real quick, before we get out of here, a couple of numbers I wanted to share with you just to kind of brighten your evening. It's about the Jaguars and their improvement. Third down this year, Jacksonville, 49 of 112. That's 43.8%. Last year, third down conversion rate, 35.8. So that is a significant improvement. 35.8 to 43.8, obviously with a lot of football left. The red zone efficiency is not too much better than it was a year ago. They were 20 for 39 last year, 51.3%. Here's what's crazy. Again, they were 20 for 39 a year ago. So far this year, they're 18 for 34. And they've only played 9 games. They only had 39 red zone trips a year ago in 17 games. And they already have 34 this year. And their percentage is up about 1.5 points. I don't check the text line now that the show is over. If you'd like to get a hold of me, the best way to do so is on the text line. That is on the Twitter. Ballou, Ballou 1010XL. JJ produced it. We thank him. Hackers coming up right now. I will remind you, tomorrow night, 6 to 8, Thursday night, for Mr. Chubby's Wings in Ponte Vedra from 6 until 8. Thank you to you all, especially those who wrote in tonight on the text line. Always a pleasure. My name's Rick Ballou. We'll talk tomorrow.
Everyone likes a winner.
Who's a winner?
If you know how to pick winners,
I said, who's the winner?
enter the 1010XL Weekly Football Pick'em Contest, brought to you by J. David Tax Law and MyBookie. Win $100 of delicious food from Black Sheep. Go to 1010XL.com now.
Are you tired of hearing that something you're looking for isn't available? Or worse, you have to wait a year to get it? Because we love our customers, we did something kind of big. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet invested over $20 million in building the biggest, most diverse used car inventory just for you. We have hundreds, make that thousands of vehicles to choose from, all priced to sell. You'll only find that kind of selection at Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville or Beaver Toyota